Here's your First Warn weather forecast first. Sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
It is a much warmer day today across the state line than what it was yesterday. This time around, we've gotten close to 90 degrees in a few spots, and it feels even warmer than that when we factor in the heat index. Many spots with their temperatures into the 80s. 87 in Sterling, 88 in Savannah, 86 in Rockford, but it feels like the low 90s because our dew points are sitting down in the 70s, which is quite a bit warmer than where they have been as of the last stretch of a week or so. This is also coming with a bit more cloud cover and a bit more moisture that may produce the chance for some spotty thunderstorms into the night tonight. I'll track how long those thunderstorms may stick around, how warm we are going to get for tomorrow, and if that will bring any additional storm chances heading into next week, coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
A Rockford police officer killed in the line of duty is remembered today, the rally that raised funds for his foundation. Plus, Winnebago County's Veterans Assistance Commission Board is getting a $500,000 reduction in the budget. We hear the concerns those a part of the organization have. And pickle snacks, pickle drinks, and pickleball. Today, a festival in the Forest City for pickles.
Live from Wtvo 17. This is Eyewitness News at 6.
Hello everyone, I'm Jess Liptzin. Thanks for being here with us this evening. We start today with a special game with some very special players. Our Scott Leber is live at Rivet Stadium, where the Legends Celebrity Softball game will start very soon. Scott, lots of excitement for the big game ahead.
Yeah, Jess, we're going to have some fun out here tonight. We've got some former Cubs and White Sox greats ready to partake in a little softball action here, and there we'll be facing some celebrities from the area, including many of my cohorts from WTVO on Fox 39 and a few local celebrities from some radio stations, so it's going to be fun. This is year number 2 for this. Last year, of course, was the first year, and it turned out quite well. Big success. Andre Dawson, Mike Singletary, and some former Packers were here for that one, along with some former Cubs and White Sox. Some of the legends this year are former Cubs Derek Lee, Bobby Dernier, Mickey Morandini, and Mitch Wild Thing Williams. Former White Sox standouts Bobby Thigpen and Steve Lyons are also here. And the game will be starting right around 6:30, but the Legends will also be signing some autographs, which they've been doing and they're currently doing, and taking some photos with the fans. So it's a very loose, it's a fun night, and it's a chance to meet some of these former big leaguers in person. And another nice part of this is some of the proceeds from tonight will go to the local Boys and Girls Clubs. So I'm going to join you back in a little bit for sports, Jess, and at that time we'll talk with one of tonight's celebrities. You'll have to tune in later to see who that is. For now, back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. Like you heard there, we'll have more from him later on in sports. Now, one family is without a home after a fire in Janesville. Janesville Fire was called to West Holmes Street around 2 p.m. yesterday. Crews arrived on scene, seeing smoke coming from the attic. They found the fire in a second-story bedroom. The fire was mostly contained to that room and the attic above. No one was hurt. The fire was able to get put out safely. The American Red Cross set them up with temporary housing. Damages are estimated at around $75,000. The fire is still under investigation. It's been almost 7 years since the death of Rockford police officer Jamie Cox. Today, the Jamie Cox Foundation hosted a motorcycle rally fundraiser. Blake Dietz has more from Roscoe.
The 6th annual Jamie Cox Motorcycle Rally kicked off with a roaring start through a parade of flags and supporters at the Roscoe VFW. Adam Cox founded the nonprofit in honor of his cousin, Rockford police officer Jamie Cox, who was killed in the line of duty on November 5th, 2017.
Yeah, we're excited year after year. This event, like most of our events, just continues to grow and support. We got some final numbers that rolled out here this morning. 350 participants. So yeah, we're just real excited about that.
Those 350 participants rode off at 10:30 a.m., making stops in Mount Morris and Pecatonica before ending at Crazy Times Pub and Grub in McChesney Park, all to benefit the foundation.
Our whole goal with the Jamie Cox Foundation is just to continue his service to others. He had a life of service. He joined the Army at 17 years old. He fought overseas. He became a law enforcement officer here in the community. And we want to continue his service since it was cut short. So to continue to have support year after year at each one of our fundraising events, which we do pretty much every season of the year, it's just to keep his story alive and just continue his service.
The foundation sold shirts as well as announced 2 donations to Rockford organizations.
Today we were able to make 2 $3,100 donations, one to the Rockford Police Department K-9 unit and one to a local nonprofit that supports the K-9 unit, which is Friends of Rockford Police K-9.
Reporting in Roscoe for your home team, I'm Blake Dietz.
The Veterans Assistance Commission of Winnebago County is concerned over a $500,000 reduction in its fiscal 2025 budget. This was approved by the Commissioners of Veterans Assistance Commission Board. Superintendent Jesus Pereira said that this has a significant effect on essential services provided to veterans in the community, including financial assistance, VA claims representation, emergency veteran housing, and homeless veteran response emergency support. Pereira said, quote, "Veterans are among our most vulnerable citizens, and this reduction could disrupt vital services that many depend on." He goes on to say, "We are hopeful that by engaging with the Finance Committee and the community, we can work towards a solution that restores the necessary funding." End quote. The superintendent will address the board Thursday, August 29th. A big happy birthday to a local World War II veteran who turns 99 today. Family and friends threw Joe Montalbano a party this morning. Operation Fallen Flag hosted the event at Mr. C's. It was a chance to highlight a veteran in our community reaching such a milestone. Joe received the Purple Heart in 1945. He was only 19 at the time. Organizers say they could not be happier to celebrate with Joe.
Well, Uncle Joe Montalbano is a decorated World War II veteran, and he's a very special soul. I've known him for over 40 years, and he's been like a second father to me and to a lot of people. He's very involved in the community, but he's very dedicated to veterans.
Operation Fallen Flag is a nonprofit aimed at supporting veterans and restoring American flags. Their motto, "We haven't replaced every worn, torn, and tattered flag yet, but we're working on it." Pickleball has been sweeping the nation by storm, and today a festival was held for the sport and the food in its name. Pickle Fest at the Olympic Tavern had hundreds sign up, all for the love of pickles. The tavern teamed up with Flex Court and Mrs. Fisher's. This was the second attempt at getting this event underway after weather canceled the first try. Organizers had so much fun, they recommend others setting up their own events.
One of the good things about Rockford is that it is pretty simple to put on events like this. So it's easy to make your own fun. And I really encourage people to do that if you're a business owner, if you're a community leader, if you want to hold a block party in your neighborhood, get to meet your neighbors, talk to your alderman, get involved, make it happen. You can complain about living here. It's fun to live here, and I choose the latter.
There was also pickled-centered snacks and drinks, including fried pickles, pickled pizza, pickled chips, some pickled beers, pickleback shots, and more. The DNC has wrapped up, and Robert F. Kennedy has recently ended his campaign. After the break, we take a look at the recent headlines leading the election coverage.
Our temperatures fell just shy of the 90-degree mark today, a big 10-degree jump from yesterday's highs. I'll let you know how long that heat is going to stick around and if it brings us any potential storm chances over the next few days, coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Jess Liptzin, Drew Collins, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Independent presidential candidate Robert Kennedy Jr. joined Donald Trump on the stage in the battleground state Arizona last night, the two sharing the spotlight after RFK Jr. suspended his campaign and now endorsing Trump. Here's ABC's Daria Albinger with the latest.
They might have once been considered a political odd couple.
He is a great person. I've known him for so long. For the past 16 months, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Lifelong Democrat Bobby Kennedy Jr. joining Donald Trump on stage last night in battleground state Arizona. RFK Jr. suspending his presidential campaign as an independent and throwing his support to Trump.
And don't you want a president who's going to protect America's freedoms?
For decades, Kennedy's powerful political family defined the Democratic Party.
His father, Robert Kennedy, a great man, and his uncle, President John F. Kennedy. And I know that they are looking down right now, and they are very, very proud of Bobby.
Kennedy's siblings calling the endorsement of Trump a betrayal of the values that our father and our family hold most dear, calling it a sad ending to a sad story.
Well, I just am outraged and disgusted by my brother's actions. I think it's a gaudy and obscene embrace of Donald Trump. I love Bobby. I abhor what he did.
The Harris campaign making the pitch to Kennedy voters, saying Vice President Harris wants to earn your support, adding, for any American out there who is tired of Donald Trump and is looking for a new way forward, ours is a campaign for you.
Almost my whole family is fighting so hard to re-elect Kamala Harris and Coach Waltz.
With RFK Jr. polling 5% in our ABC News latest poll, which candidate his supporters go to could make a difference. Daria Albinger, ABC News, New York.
It's been a hot day outside, but I think the question we're all wondering is how hot will it get? Lucky for us, after the break, meteorologist Jordan Wolf will break down the temps for the weekend, as well as chances for the rain ahead.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Our temperatures today are much warmer than where they were yesterday. You don't need me to tell you that, but we do have a weather map that will also explain that pretty nicely. Temperatures around 10 degrees warmer than where they were just this time yesterday, and that has led to those afternoon highs also around 10 degrees warmer than where they were yesterday. We made it to 88 so far in Rockford. We're now sitting at 86 degrees, 84 in Rochelle and DeKalb, 88 also in Savannah, 87 in Sterling. But if you look at a lot of these heat index values, they are feeling much more like the 90s when you factor in just how humid it is outside. Those temperatures they're feeling quite a bit warmer than where the actual air temperature currently sits. Weather watcher Terry out there reporting in Genoa an 88-degree temperature along with 74 degrees for his dew point. Winds out of the southwest around 10 miles per hour. Not only are those dew points starting to climb, but they're not going to be going away anytime soon. We're still seeing many of those areas out to our west with dew points well into the 70s, and that is going to continue to be the case over these next few days. That will also bring us that increase in moisture, leading to the more humid conditions along with the heat. But it is also likely going to bring us at least some potential for some storm chances over the next few days. Nothing here in the short and immediate term, but we are at least starting to see a little bit more of that cloud cover, especially in the upper levels building into the area, and that will be part of what does not allow our temperatures to fall very quickly into the night tonight. Our SkyTrack camera overlooking Rochelle, brought to us by Mercy Health, showing off a lot of that upper level cloud cover, almost a little bit of a hazy look, not nearly as much blue skies as what we had seen as of late. Our temperatures tonight will drop back down only into the low 70s, with our first potential storm chances developing during the overnight hours. And tomorrow we warm very similar to where we were today, if not a degree or two more, with the sunshine returning for the early part of the day. This is also where we're going to see the humidity really building in over these next few days. Sunday, a high temperature of 89 degrees. Monday and Tuesday, 93. And during those afternoons, our heat index value could be pushing the triple digits each of those days and getting progressively warmer and warmer as we head through the week. Our heat index could be close to 105 or 110 on Tuesday, likely going to be the hottest day there. 105 typically is what the National Weather Service needs to issue a heat advisory, and more than likely we will see those coming out for Monday and more than likely also for Tuesday. When it gets this hot and humid, we also have to talk about our potential storm chances, starting with our first potential here into the night tonight. Futurecast developing a few showers and some thunderstorms as we head into the overnight hours tonight. And depending on how quickly they move out of the region into early tomorrow morning, it may actually limit how warm we get, but nonetheless, it will still feel really humid with those dew points still well into the 70s, especially during the afternoon. Looking more long-term, things then clear out for Monday afternoon, another really warm and humid day. But you see those storm chances developing out to our north and to our northwest. With that potential and the heat that we have building in, the potential for any storms that would go up likely would be then strong to severe with just how much instability we have in the atmosphere. So for Monday, our better chances for any strong storms well up to our north and northwest, but a level 1 out of 5 risk does clip portions of the state line. And then as we head into Tuesday, a 15% risk, which is equivalent to a level 2 out of 5, is in place for the state line as well. So keeping a really close eye on not only the heat for Monday and Tuesday, but also that potential for those storms to develop. Heading into the end of the week, things will start to cool off back down into the low 80s by the time we get into the middle and end of the week.
Thanks, Jordan. Scott's in next with sports. He'll join us again from Rivet Stadium, where some Cubs and White Sox legends are ready to take the field tonight for some softball action.
Now sports with Sports Director Scott Lever.
I am live at Rivet Stadium where we have not Rivets baseball tonight, but the second annual Legends and Celebrity All-Star Softball game here. We've got several former members of the Cubs and the White Sox who will be taking the field, among them Mitch Wild Thing Williams, Bobby Thigpen, and the great Derek Lee from the Chicago Cubs. They'll be playing along with some of our local celebrities, many of them my cohorts at WTVO and Fox 39, including this gentleman right here, Tom Lewis. You know him well. Looks a little different than normal when you see him on TV. Tom, this is your first Legends softball game. What are your nerves right now as we're about 10 minutes away from the opening pitch?
Well, I'm loose, Scott. I'm limber. I've done my calisthenics. I even gave some hitting advice to Derek Lee, who asked me for advice on how to jack one out of the park.
I can understand that, because you told me you played ball at Hononegah, didn't you, back in the day?
I was a Hononegah Indian. Yeah, I played the second base. I don't know what position they're going to have me at, but whatever I play, I hope to let my teammates down and live up to that low bar of expectations that they've set for me.
I have all the confidence in the world you will live up to that low bar here tonight. But back in your prime, how would you compare your baseball skill set with Derek Lee's skill set in his prime?
Well, he went a little further than I did in my career.
A little bit, yeah.
I never made it past Hononegah. That was on me. He's, of course, a legend, and for him to come to me for advice, that was humbling. He said, I knew you when you were a Hononegah Indian, and so he asked me for some tips, and so I'm grateful to him and Mickey Morandini and the rest of the legends. They're pleased to meet us.
You know what? I got your baseball card, believe it or not, and on the back side of it says, Tom Lewis, he's a free swinger.
Yes.
And he loves ice cream. Is that all accurate?
Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly what should be on the back of my card. Absolutely. So, Scott, it's great to have you out here. I'm thrilled to be here.
Hey, you know, I would not miss an opportunity to watch you play some baseball or softball here tonight. So, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Don't pull any hamstrings or anything like that. So, because we'll need you on the news this week, all right?
All right. Hi, Jess.
Tom Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, one of the celebrities, believe it or not, playing softball here tonight against the Legends. All right, let's talk a little Packers football because they played very shortly. We'll be bringing you highlights on the news tonight, tomorrow, and probably for the next 6 months. For now, I'm going to send it to a commercial break, and Jess will be right back in just a moment.
Pretty interesting. I mean, I love it, but how hot it got so quickly.
Right, and yesterday was kind of the end of our stretch of really calm, comfortable, cool days that we've had. I know you mentioned you've been leaving your windows open at night. I'm sure many people have as well, but unfortunately that came to an end as we've been really, really warm today, and it's not really going away anytime soon. I noticed you dressed for the occasion. You've got the red colors on. I've got the blue. I'm dressing for what I want the weather to be. I'm not sure about...
I'm hoping we get into the 90s, go even higher. Let's go.
I've got good news for you if that's what you want, because we are going to get there as we head closer to early next week. However, we do have clear skies, at least for the moment, on the Firstborn Interactive Radar from Rockford, Glastonmore. We may see a few isolated storms trying to develop mainly along and west of I-39 into the later part of the evening and overnight hours tonight. That won't allow our temperatures to drop very far. We're only down into the low 70s. Another day in the upper 80s tomorrow, low 90s Monday and into Tuesday. Both of those days, if we see storms develop, they likely could be strong to severe, especially along that cold front that comes through Tuesday. It doesn't cool us down very quickly, but a gradual return back to the low 80s by the end of the week.
That's our show. We'll see you tonight.